Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog. So let's get to it. I say I'm gonna take some time off, y'all. All the cashiers, they was like, somebody stole a truck. It's like you could hear it all throughout the store. This Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Detroit, Love and Marriage Huntsville, our book 4, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys. So I put the stupid mic. I put Michael Jackson on my shirt. I don't like it. It looks too official. I don't feel free. I don't feel like I can get to a song if I really wanted to. You guys, but it ain't gonna be no songs today because I'm telling you, my job, these motherfuckers done pissed me off today. Actually, it's not my job. It's somebody at my job. Okay? It's not really work related other than it's a coworker gets on my fucking nerves really, really bad. And right before I came out of the office, they irritated me. So I'm trying to keep my spirits up. Roxanne, you retiring this year. Y'all sick of it? All right, you guys, first story up. This one is sad, and this one is about the airplanes. I really want to know. I would be curious to know if we are having more events happening in our airspace, or is it just because we have social media and we have all these cameras and we have many ways for information to get to us so quickly? Even if a person that's just on the ground saw something happen, they would put it on their social media, and everybody, it could potentially go viral and everybody can find out about it. So I just really wonder, why is it every week there is something going on with the fucking planes? It's just scary. Now, in this case, we had an American Airlines Eagle. You guys know the American Airlines Eagle, most of the big airlines have like these smaller subsidiary type of airlines that they work with that will do like shorter hauls, shorter flights. Okay, might not necessarily want to be taking no huge ass jet into like a smaller airport, or you might not want to use a big jet that doesn't get all of these tickets sold. Like if you're going, for instance, in this case, from Wichita, Kansas to Washington, D.C. Okay. So they have these other smaller subsidiaries. I know that when I worked at United Airlines, we had United Express. American Airlines has American Airlines Eagle, American Eagle. The airline that they work with is called PSA Airlines, and this airline was flying 64 people, 60 passengers and 4 crew members. They were flying, like I said, from Wichita to DC, and literally right as they were landing, okay, coming in for a land, apparently they go over a river, the Potomac, before they land on the tarmac. And there was a guy that was on the news this morning that was talking about how he was looking at it, and basically he said that literally the flight was about to land, like it was going over the water, and it probably had 5 fucking seconds left before it was going to hit that tarmac. And he said he looked down for a second and he looked up and he saw that there was this helicopter that had been flying, and he said that it just ran right into the plane. He's like, it just blew up. Okay, and then it all fell into the water. And he just said it happened so quickly, it was just like crazy the way that it happened. We did end up seeing a video. They had a surveillance camera, or there was a camera on some building, maybe even some miles away, but we were able to see it from the vantage point of like kind of from behind the helicopter. We saw the helicopter going this way and we could see the plane coming this way. And so they hit this way and they both fell into the water. Of course, the crews went out there. We saw the news, and there were a million police cars out there, rescue people, I'm sure, trying to see if there were going to be any survivors. I think they said that there were 4 people on the helicopter. let me look at my notes. I believe they said it was 4 people on the helicopter and that it was 60 people. 64 people on the plane. Everybody is expected to have not survived it. Okay, everybody is dead, and it's gone from a rescue to a recovery. They're just pulling bodies out of the water right now. So far, they said that they've only pulled out 20. Hold on. I think it was 27 people that they pulled out of the water already, and yes, 27 people that they pulled. 28 people that they pulled from the water already, 27 people from the plane, and 1 person from the helicopter. So they're still looking for the other people as of, from me doing this right now. As of right now, by the time you guys see this, they'll probably have more bodies and all. But yeah, nobody survived. And I just think about how when I'm flying, first of all, I hate flying. I do it because it's necessary, but I don't like it. But I know that I have that relief coming when I'm landing. And to know that you were just a few seconds from being able to call your loved one and telling them to come pick you up, and then you just blown up and dead. They said that the water was freezing cold. I believe they said that the Potomac had, even in that area, had frozen over. So that water is extremely cold. So it would have even if there were some people that could have survived it, considering they were like much closer to the water. It's not like they've fallen from 55,000, I was about to say square feet. It's not like they've fallen from 55,000 feet, So they were there, but the fact that the water was so cold, and then they're underwater, and others if they hadn't died from the explosion, they were going to die from impact or hitting that water and being in that cold water, freezing to death maybe. Okay. So yeah, they're pulling the bodies out, but it's just so many things with these planes every fucking week. Every week. I'm not even exaggerating. It's every week. It's something. Some of y'all work for the airlines. Y'all, anybody got some stats on that? I'm sure it's because of social media as well, but it just seems like what is going on? Is a human error? People not directing, what is happening. Now, they did say that the 4 that were on the helicopter, they were from the military. This is a military helicopter, and they said that there were no senior officials, nobody above. I'm assuming maybe just some regular old soldiers. No disrespect. Okay, I don't want to say regular old soldiers. Thank everybody for their service out there. Okay, but I'm just saying, like they're saying, it's like, a lower man on the totem pole when it comes to the military, because we doing by ranks and shit. They were low ranking, and they were all on there by themselves. So that has been a question. It's just like, where was y'all boss at? Okay, so now people are wondering, like, did they take this, go rogue, decide to try to run into a plane, or they, was it a joyride kind of thing? Like, what exactly? Why were they out there like that? Somebody parking next to me. They grounded all of the flights at Ronald Reagan National Airport in DC, and there's an investigation going on. Maybe the flights have started back up now, but yesterday they had grounded everything. Nobody coming or going. We did see the CEO for American Airlines. We did see, I don't know why he parked so close to me. It's all these parking spaces. This man could barely get in between his car and my car. And he ain't thin. You're a big old bruh. You're a big old bruh. But anyway, the CEO, his name is Robert Issam. He came out and, he explained what happened and gave his condolences, and, said that they are investigating and they're going to be working with the families and all that. So, people are, again, they about to get sued up the yin yang. But we need to find out also why that military helicopter was up there. Okay. In the meantime, since we don't have any names or anything, I just want to say prayers up for everybody that was involved there. The families of those that were lost. I at least hope that they're able to retrieve their bodies, because even that would give me problem, not being able to properly lay my person, to rest. So I'm hoping that they're able to get everybody's bodies and, give them back to their families so they could at least do that. But, yeah, you guys, that is it. Yet another airplane issue. We talk about it every single week, you guys. Next story. All right, you guys, since we're talking about Potomac, all right, let's try to talk about something that's not so heavy, and that will be the reunion looks for Real Housewives of Potomac. They came out yesterday, and even though I don't watch the show any longer, I am still going to watch it. Yeah, I'll be caught up by the time the next season come, y'all. But I did still, I don't think I'm going to watch the reunion until afterwards, after I watch the season. But I did see everybody in their dresses. I think that the black shows of Real Housewives, they're the only ones that still match the colors. And I wish all of the franchise would do that, because to me, it still looks very much cohesive and it looks good. Okay, when you got a whole bunch of people up there and everybody got on different styles and different colors, and some are dressier than others and all that, it just looks too disjointed. So I can appreciate when we get all of the girls and everybody agrees on a color, and that's what they do. Now, for Potomac this season, they are all wearing white. I said I was going to call my order in, and I ain't called in shit. I'm going to do it after this segment. They're all wearing white. And from the pictures that I saw, I thought that everybody really did look good. And that wasn't just, there might have been some few little things, Ashley, we still got to be concerned about that head. They can't never get Ashley's head together. Okay. I think that is because she always has her regular Ashley hairdos. And then when it comes time to go to this reunion and shit, they kind of put some black shit on her. Okay. And maybe we don't do the black hairstyles for Ashley. Okay. Let's just do some a little simple, but they always do something that's not normal to what she usually wears. And sometimes it's hard to pull that kind of shit off. So, but I thought for the most part, everybody looked good. Hell, I didn't know who half the girls were. All I recognized just from the very quick, fast look was Giselle, who I thought looked really nice. Wendy, who I thought looked really nice. Ashley, who I thought really looked nice, and Mia. I don't know none of them motherfucking people. The lady that was on the show last season, I'm assuming that she's on there this season. I just don't remember what she looks like, And I did see that Jackie, isn't that Mia's friend Jackie? I think she's there, and she's pregnant, right? I think that was her. So, but I didn't recognize her. I only know that because I looked at, who everybody was and what they all had on and all. But yeah, just from glancing at it, I was like, hell, I don't even know who the fuck all these people are. How could I tell you? Okay, I know they brought some new girls on. So, but yeah, I thought they looked good. Karen, of course, was not there because Karen is in rehabilitation for her alcoholism. Okay. One, because she knows that she needed to take her ass to rehabilitation. Two, because Karen is trying to keep herself from going to jail. Okay. And three, because Karen is trying to keep from being roasted by the ladies on the show, especially from what you guys tell me and saying that Karen was all but acting like the DUI was non-existent, that she hadn't been drinking, and that they were going to see, if the stuff ever came out, they would know that she did not drink, and that it was this whole scheme that Todd set up. But then after the video came out, which was after the season was over, and then that's when everybody was able to say that, bitch, no, you was not only drunk, you was fucking slammed. You was plastered, talking and saying all kind of shit. Nobody could save you from that, So, and nobody was going to save her ass from what they was going to do to her at that reunion. But honey, Karen saved herself, didn't she? She was like, baby, you will not see me. By the time the next reunion happened and shit, or the next season happened, it's going to be so long. People, we move on so fast these days that nobody is really going to care about it. They'll still talk about it and, still give her a hard time about it. But I think that they're going to end up moving on, and they ain't going to, Karen is not going to get the holding to the cross that she would have got if she'd have took her ass to that reunion. If I was Karen, I'd have done the same thing. See, I feel like y'all can't hear me. Can you hear me? I'm sure you can. If I was Karen, I would have done the same thing, because you ain't fixed to be embarrassing me. But if I was Karen, I wouldn't have been acting like I was innocent to begin with. Because this is the thing. When you know that you did some shit and it was wrong and you got in trouble for it and all that, you know what? Just take your licks and go sit down some fucking where. Okay, but don't sit up here and try to argue it down because you thinking that nobody is going to find out officially. All right, because it just makes you look worse. So when you know you was wrong, you did wrong, you know what? Let me be quiet. Take my ass over here and go to rehab. I mean, shit, she could have been went to rehab, you know? So I was just like, Karen, even though I understand and I probably would have done the same thing, you know, if I just from the outside looking in, it's just like, girl, you know you needed to take yourself to that damn reunion and get your licks like everybody else, honey. They've all been on the hot seat. Karen's been on there a few times. So, you know, but yeah. But you guys let me know what you think. Did you see the dresses? Did you see what everybody had on? The other problem that I had was Mia. I felt like Mia, again, you know, doing something different. These finger waves. Didn't she have finger waves or some shit? And then she had all the Botox and shit. It just was plumped up real tough that day. It was just like, girl, you should have got that 2 days earlier and then let it settle in. Okay, 2 days earlier than whenever you got it done, because clearly it still hadn't loosened up yet. So her lips was real big, and you know it was. And I generally think that Mia is a pretty girl. She reminds me of my cousin. But I was like, girl, you was doing too much, trying to do something different. Maybe Mia was just like, I'm gonna look different because she was the talk. That's all I've seen this whole season. If it was, I saw a little bit about Karen's DUI on social media, and then I, for the most part, only saw Mia talking about Ink and Gordon and all of the baby mama, the baby daddy, who the daddy, all that drama, the divorce and all that, you know. Now just for Mia to say that her and Ink weren't together after this season, which was like, we already knew that was going to happen because Mia just creates stories for herself. I'm assuming that it's the same this season that has been for all the past. Okay. She says she's concentrating on what her and Gordon are doing. Girl, fine, child. Do what you do, child. But yeah, I thought they looked nice. There's some good looking girls on there this season. Good looking girls on there. We can talk about Giselle because everybody likes to talk about Giselle, but I did think that Giselle looked pretty. I think she had on an Alexander McQueen dress, but don't quote me. But it kind of swooped over. The name of the game this season was points. Like everybody's dress had some sort of point going this way or up or something. Giselle's was the only one that had like little cutouts that kind of gave you like the feel of a swoop. Okay, with some little hardware around the cutout, you know. So she's kind of have like these swoops and openings of her dress. But yeah, I thought she looked pretty. Y'all still don't like Giselle like that? I heard she been keeping her tongue quiet this whole season. You know, might have said a few little shady things, but you know, not to the point where y'all ready to hang the girl like you had been in the past. So y'all just let me know who is the people that we don't like at all this season. Y'all tell me about that. Okay. And we're going to move on to the next story. So did you guys see the Detroit rapper? Her name is Dank DeMoss. Mama named her Dawua Blanding. Dawua, Dajua, Dahua. Don't. I'm sorry if I'm messing up her name. It's just not a normal name, you guys. But did you guys see the whole controversy about this woman? She's a plus size girl. She's a heavyset girl, very heavyset. Not even just 100 pounds overweight. Okay, so she's a very heavyset girl who called the Lyft. And just got the regular Lyft size. I don't know. I only do Uber, but so not Uber XL, you know, where you would get a bigger vehicle, but you just get the regular Uber thing. Okay. The regular small size, whatever's going to be the less. Okay. She called for the Lyft to come, the equivalent of that, whatever they have on Lyft. And when the guy got there, he looked like he had a small car. Could have looked like it might have been a Toyota Corolla or like an Altima. It wasn't an Altima, but it was something around that size. And when he pulled up, he told her that she couldn't fit in the car. And she was like, yes, I can. Yes, I can. And he was just like, no, you cannot. My tires cannot take your weight. Okay. And so they went back and forth a few times. She had pulled out her phone and she was recording him. And he was just like, no, you're not getting in my car. You need to call somebody else. Okay. And she was upset about it. She recorded it like, yeah, I can't believe you really are denying me entrance. I still didn't place my order. I'm going to just do it afterwards. Y'all, I'm going to have to wait. But she was just like, I can't believe you're denying me. You know, I can't get in this vehicle. I called. I can fit, you know. He was like, no. And so now we find out that Miss Blanding has filed a discrimination lawsuit against Lyft and this particular driver. Did you guys see that video? Listen, I understand people that are overweight need to get where they're going just like everybody else. I don't want to sound like I'm one of those people that just, you know, I don't want to sound like I'm coming after a person that might be overweight. All right. But she was a big girl. And this man, even if she could have fit in this car, you know, I feel like when you are a certain size that you need to be more self-aware of what is and isn't the most comfortable for yourself or for another party if you're going to be using their things. Okay, so she trying to get in the car. He says she can't get in the car. Yeah, you can be offended by the things that he's saying and everything, but it seems like the easier thing would have been to just be like, okay, let me call somebody else. Okay. But no, she wanted to go back and forth. And now she's filed this discrimination lawsuit. And to me, her recording, videotaping the car, him, the conversation, and all that, like, I don't even know if that's going to help her in this lawsuit because we could clearly see the size of the car. We could see what the man was saying to her and back. And we know what size she is. So, like, when people, I don't know, she probably could get in that car. Like I'm sure we could have figured out a way to get her in there, push the seat up in the front or whatever. But I just don't know. I don't know if she has an open and shut case there. She must be a person that uses, you know, Uber and Lyft often. So, but yeah, she seems to believe that she has a lawsuit in her future that she's going to win. You guys will have to let me know if you believe that she does. Okay. And not trying to point out any people that might be a little bit more plus size than others, but you know, if I have some of my larger rock stars out there who also use these type of things, and maybe y'all can give an experience on this and you know how you feel about it, because it's easier when it's people that really go through this. You know, maybe we can think of some things. Maybe you can explain some things that we wouldn't even think about because we don't experience it the same way. So y'all let me know. But that video, I was just like, girl, you know, it's cars you can fit in. And we ain't saying you can't get in a car. But that one, it might have been a little challenging. Okay, so yeah, y'all let me know. You think if if you think she got a case here, you think Lyft gonna be paying something, you think it's gonna get thrown out, you know, you think they're gonna settle. Maybe that's what she wants. But yeah, y'all let me know what you think about all that. Let's move on to the next story. Don't you guys hate when people? Now, you know, I change my hair a lot, so I mean, there's that. I understand that it can be confusing for people who are not hair people and all, but something about when the black people don't understand the wig change out, it just gets on my nerves. It just gets on my nerves. I'm just like, why is it that you don't understand this? I'm not saying that you needed to be having a wig on too, but you know black people wear wigs and weaves. Bitch, why you just trying to be shady? You just trying to be shady. Oh, girl, what's this your hair? Oh, girl, what? Ah, fucking nerves. There go the sirens. There go the sirens. That's because I ain't talking about what I needed to be talking about. God tried to shut me up, y'all. Next story up. We're gonna send up a rest in peace to Too Short's older brother, 61-year-old Wayne Shaw, who was shot and killed. God. Wayne Shaw, who was shot and killed in Oakland. Too short. Mama named him Todd Anthony Shaw. His brother had operated a marijuana grow house in Oakland, or in the Oakland area. And apparently, Mr. Shaw had been staying at the warehouse where the growing was happening, because I'm just assuming, they haven't said this, but I'm assuming that in the past that they've had some people that have been trying to rob them. We know that Oakland has been having a lot of a huge spurt in crime, over these last few years, since pandemic and all. So they say that he had been staying at the warehouse to protect, the growing. Well, they said that there was a robbery attempt. And from the news and looking at the cars and the bullet casings and all of that, just looking at the whole scene, it looked like they had a whole full shootout, like inside the place and outside. They had bullets outside, cars shot up, people. And somewhere along all of that melee, Too Short's older brother, Mr. Shaw, was shot and killed, which is really sad. That's the only thing about the grow houses. I mean, it's dangerous. If you're not up on your security, first of all, if you in an area where it's already crime, and then if you don't have like the proper security, people want, and then people ain't got no money, and it's all this and it's all that opportunity over there, it's hard for some people to resist that. So how the fuck long is this damn siren gonna go? They not there yet? So yeah, I'm not sure if this is a family business or if he even owned the business. They just said that he had been staying at the warehouse to try to protect it. So yeah, it's terrible. But yeah, so it's rough times for everybody. Folks ain't got nothing, and usually the people that ain't got shit, they want what you got. Okay, the people that ain't got shit and trying to figure out how they can get some shit. Okay, a lot of times they want what you got. So unfortunate, you guys. So prayers up to Mr. Wayne Shaw's family, Too Short, all of them. And hopefully they catch the people who did this and prosecute them and throw their ass in jail. And I wonder if they're going to write more laws to protect these businesses, because I would assume that growing marijuana and having a marijuana business and all that, I would assume that it can be quite dangerous. Okay. So, yeah, prayers up to everybody involved there, and rest in peace to Mr. Wayne Shaw. And let's move on to the next story. Lastly, you guys, in quickies, Jonathan Majors, you guys, he is going to be in a movie called Magazine Dreams. Okay. I saw the trailer for it yesterday or this morning, and actually, you guys, the trailer looks good. Like, this looks like this movie is not just some bullshit Tubi movie that they threw together. I don't have in here, I had in my other notes, but not on this computer. There is Zeus in conjunction with somebody else, another production company. But Zeus and this other company ended up putting this movie out. It looks high quality. It looks like some shit that need to be in the movies. Okay. Of course, it's a trailer, so you can't 100% tell, but it don't look jacked up. We know that Jonathan Majors was a tremendous actor, or is a tremendous actor. Okay. And so this might be his little return, trying to come back to Hollywood. This might explain also why he was at the damn Hollywood Unlocked award show crying and shit, because I think that he might have been humbled enough to realize that maybe the people that he was shunning in the past, even though he hasn't said that, but we've heard stories about him. Okay. Maybe him shunning or not having it for the black community as much. Maybe it took this knockback by old Grace Jabari, who pretty much ruined his life, because it was just like, girl, you was doing all that and acting, pressing charges, and then once he lost everything, then you dropped the damn charges. Even though we saw the video of him running, chasing you through the damn streets, child. This man was trying to get away from. Anyway, well, let me get off of that. This is supposed to be the quick. So yeah, he might have just realized that, oh, maybe these black people do care about me. Maybe maybe they are the ones that's gonna bring me back. So they put him in this movie. Um, he's a weightlifter in the movie, and Jonathan Majors has an amazing body. So now we know why it was so cut and crisp, why he was making sure that he kept it like that, because he was working on this movie. What I will say about Jonathan, though, is that I think that he handled his possible cancellation better than Jussie Smollett did. And so for that, we might be willing to bring old Jonathan Majors back, because Jussie Smollett to me has been very smug the whole time. Jonathan Majors, he did kind of go through a little smug little thing, but he didn't hold it up too long. I mean, the man just been out there trying to live his life with his new woman. Okay. And so I feel like the people might accept Jonathan Majors back more easily than they will Jussie, because Jussie still be like, baby, he ain't did nothing. He ain't did nothing. I know it's a few of the rock stars out there that still believe that Jussie Smollett was innocent. Anyway, we see that Dwight and his fiance, some people say that they're married. Actually, they say that they're married, but we don't know that for a fact. But we do see that Dwight and his girl Amy Luciano, the rapper that's on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, they're in the studio. They're in the studio. They're putting out that hotness. There's something about when the truth don't work, they start telling lies. Dwight, go away from us with this, please. You and Amy, y'all go get married, be in love and everything, but let's not make another basketball player or rapper ever again, please. They say that Glorilla is going to be going on tour starting March of this year. It's been a great run for Glorilla, so this tour makes absolute sense. I'm sure it'll do very well. And I'm sure she's going to be going to all of the major cities, I should say. So y'all make sure y'all get y'all tickets to support old Gloria, hallelujah, that is. And lastly, congratulations are in order. They say that Akbar V has told us and showed us that she is infanticipating, you guys. No, we're not going to be that way. Everybody deserves a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh chance. I know she has like 4 kids already. Maybe 5th one might be a charm, y'all. She say that she's excited about it, and she's doing it the right way this time. You guys know that she's married, although she did tell us a few months back that she was getting a divorce. Okay, and she said that she just got some shit in her life that ain't gonna really be too conducive to being a wife to old boy. So she gonna let him go, and he can go be with somebody else, whoever he in love with, that's gonna treat him right, and she gonna do this by herself. But now that the baby on the way, then changed everything. She was like, damn it, I'm an honest woman. I got me a baby in my belly and a husband on my side. Okay, so not so fast. Maybe I won't get this divorce. Like I know that babies don't make marriages work. Okay, as much as we would like to think that, they just don't. So I kind of see a train wreck happening here, but I don't want to be negative on it. So we just gonna say congratulations to the happy-ish couple. All right, you guys, that's it. Fixing to run in here, get my food, and take it on back to work. All right, we do this every single week. So make sure you thumbs up the video, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Take this damn mic off here. Till next time, rock stars.